Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to day 4 of the Major here in the Call of Duty League. And strap yourselves in, kids. This one is gonna be good. Chicago taking on the LA Thieves. We've waited all day for it. I got goosebumps all the way down to my legs. What do you know? I'm wearing shorts today, boys and girls. Let's get into this one, because today requires nothing but the utmost aerodynamicism. We've got a big game ahead of us, Chance. Aerodynamics, I'm not even sure if that was the word. Chance, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Ready to carpe the DMs sort of thing. Gonna be a great match and excited for it. I didn't put my shorts on, so maybe I might have to change after map 1, but I'm just ready to get this ball like rolling. You could make a feature-length film documentary to like get all the storylines between these two teams. We don't have that kind of time. I just want to get into the action.
Indeed, we are going to keep things short, so we're going to roll straight on in this one. Let's meet our teams, the LA Thieves. Mighty keeps it going.
Normal, looking fantastic.
Envoy slaying his way through. Scump from up high, the king.
I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational.
Really starting to run that score up.
I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna make it back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming are back. Chicago are a force to be reckoned with. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I got that confused. I thought it was Slash's OpTic. It's not. It's the real OpTic. It's OpTic Chicago, baby. It's formal Dashy, Envoy, and Scump. And boy, are they ready to bring the thunder today, Chance.
I'm ready to bring the thunder and get at least that top 4 guarantee under their belt. Anything less for this team than a victory, I would say, is a disappointment for these guys. They have been incredible, but obviously they find themselves in losers bracket. They got a lot of good teams they're gonna have to get past, where they can look for that trophy towards the end.
Yeah, it's going to be a grueling series ahead of them. Tough opponent without a shadow of a doubt. Now it's time to meet their opponents. It is now actually the LA Thieves.
Sorry. Jump with my gang, with my squad, what the fuck you want? So I got people just tuning in, and I'm never sure. Sometimes I get so high, I never land. Ain't no need to overthink it, I already understand. They be plotting on my downfall and need another plan. But we welcome all that hating, I'm like, they can come again. Made a stack off the game and gave 100 to my man. I don't owe no money to him, I just did it cause I can,
Los Angeles Thieves. Chance, yesterday's series against Toronto Ultra was a nail-biter. It was incredible performances out of Slasher and Temp in those final few moments. But TJ and Kenny, this is a roster that, you know, they've got a lot of potential, man. There is a very, very good chance this series goes the distance.
Absolutely. And this team, though, has been all about momentum. Their past 3 series, they have either been 3-0'd or they have gotten the 3-0. So map 1 for these guys, incredibly important to get that ball rolling, because, well, if you give momentum to the flip side for OpTic, you know that those guys are going to take full advantage. So these guys need that hot start. And I will say, Miles, interesting map selection that we have throughout this series for Crossroads. Thieves have only played it once that we have seen. OpTic have not played it at all, at least not at events, at tournament time throughout the regular season. So we don't really know what to expect. This is purely based on, well, their scrims, how comfortable they're going to be with it. So late transitions through the pick and bans. See how this favors one team or the other.
My eyes could not get away from seeing Moscow search for Game 5. Man, is that going to be the showdown between these two rosters when we get to the end? I hope we get to the end. I'm talking about it like it's definitely going to happen, but you know, I've been praying to the COD gods today, baby. We are in for an absolute delight. Here we go. A4 of the Major. Big old series ahead of us. Los Angeles Thieves, OpTic. Chance, I don't even want to know predictions. I just want the game to speak for itself, but this truly will be one we remember for a long time. Let's get it.
And to kick it off on Crossroads, man, we are just delving straight into the chaos. This is a map where it is purely about the engagements. It is the closest we have to hardpoint from last year, where it is gunfight after gunfight. The opening break obviously is going to matter. TJ looking for some trades, but you can already see some of the ideas from the Bs coming through. You got Kenny on the bottom side of your mini-map. If there's an opening, he's going to look for that flank, and you see starting to make that move.
Yeah, pacey start for both teams, rather. Forward Kenny now, nice pinch there. TJ helps him out on the hard point. We got locked down the first. Over the Dashy, wins a big one at the back side there. It's going to keep these players safe, but Spawn's looking a little bit squirrely there. We saw Formal spawn on the left-hand side of the map. Now you're seeing Kenny spawn there as well. Looks like we've got OpTic back in control now on that right-hand side. That's really what you want. These kills from TJ are all good. Keep the hard point time ticking there for Thieves. OpTic Still going to be making their way into the hard point. Now we go. TJ finds kill number 2 in a row before going down there. And with that, we do see Thieves take that right-hand side of the map. Spawns now in their favor. Envoy, though, he and Scump going to try to change things now with a push.
Yeah, there's having spawns and there's having control. And right now, Thieves only have the first, not the second. Envoy by himself, though, around the hill. His teammates have lost control. Or actually, they end up getting those back spawns. So Thieves, maybe they got the control instead of the spawns that they want. Formal able to take one player down with the nade on the sandbags, but now they're just kind of confused. They need to take a second looking for these gunfights. And frankly, honestly, not a bad start for the Thieves just to get inside.
Yeah, good job. But still, you got Formal posted up by the back, dealing the damage at range there with the XM4. Now he's going to make his way forward. Eyes on the comms. Good bit of work there. The wallbang comes through. Dashy's got him backed up. TJ poked out a little too much, but the gunfight does get won. 30 seconds-ish remaining on this hard point now. We've still got Thieves with a slight lead for the time being. Envoy, the lone member now of OpTic, here alive on the point. And you know what? A little pirouette, a 360. He's going to find the kills. And a little bit of hard point time here to take with him. Not a bad bit of a grab. We will see Thieves get the next 15. Solid bit of work here as we rotate over towards the left-hand side of the map now to our third hard point over by the flaming truck. Temp, he's going to try to make these entry kills.
Not able to get the first. The trades are through, but this is where the real battle begins. Again, we talk about the P3 and P4 spawns all the time. Well, right now, OpTic in a good spot to try to rack up this time. You see the idea, though. You got Temp and a teammate. They're trying to jump up and fry from the hop up towards barrels. Cliffside control, and you see they're blocking the spawns. That's why Dashy spawning all the way out on the opposite side of the map. But inside the actual point, OpTic still holding strong. Formal looking for the next set of kills, but where he is not, Scump is there. T2P able to stay inside the actual point, but Thieves, you see the spawn blip eventually does come through to set themselves up long term.
Yeah, Scum on your screen. Goes down finally, a couple of shots there from Slasher again. Those XM4s looking fine right now in the meta. Formal, 1v2 on point. Can't get both of them done. Slasher slides forward. Decent amount of control now for LA Thieves. They're going to hold this point again. Final 15 seconds seems to be the time where they make those perfect breaks. And again, it's that scrap point that is going to be keeping them ahead here in the lead. Again, 60 plus for LA Thieves, 56 there for Chicago as we go into our next hard point. We're still playing on the old patch, friends. That means that far left-hand side of the map, the dreaded barrel hill. That is where the battle will now be taking place. 13 and 6 now overall chance for Formal. It's a decent start in the kills feed for OpTic.
And Envoy might think he's blocking spawns, but you can see they're just popping up right on the other side of the rock. But once he makes his move for the attack, just trying to buy his teammates time, he can only take down one, and it looks like Formal, the farthest pushed up member for OpTic, gets cut down. Despite the attempt from Envoy, Thieves holding strong, 30-point lead for the moment. I was going to say they might be able to run it up, but actually whoever was inside the hill took a gunfight, loses that, and this is a lot of time just not being picked up by either team, which is just beautiful news for OpTic. The game could have started to spiral out of control, and instead, about maybe 30 seconds gone by on this hill where no one is building anything for themselves.
Yeah, very closely contested still. With Thieves just ahead by that scrap time again. They make those late breaks, they pick up a little bit of time either side, and OpTic really yet to string anything big together. Now we go back to our central position, back up to our second set of hard points, and we go all the way back to that APC, and now Dashy in control for the time being. Still eyes on that right-hand side of the map. You want to be controlling spawns for the second. That's really where the battle wants to start taking place in Chicago. They've got control for now. Good bit of work. The trades on the top side of the map. A Slasher now makes his way through, finds a perfect angle, takes care of a Formal. Again, here comes the trades. Dashy in a position to maybe stop the push on the point, but no! Slasher's going to find that one as well. So a big push now from Thieves. An opportunity for some damage, but it's T2P. They're the ones who are going to be answering back. Here comes Scump from up high, cleaning these players out, but Kenny there on point, staying alive for the time being chance. I mean, it's a little messy, but again, the war raging for the second set, the war raging for those second spawns. We've still got Dashy fighting tooth and nail for this one.
I mean, this is honestly just wonderful from the Thieves right now. This hill opened up with Scump getting a 3-piece up towards top ammo, and within 10 seconds, mainly because of the plays of Slasher just walking through mid, they clear it out, flip the spawns, get a decent chunk of time on P1. Obviously, maybe not the most sizable lead, only 40 points, but they're making this pay off so far. Looking towards the kills column, nothing too crazy for the moment. It is genuinely just a slight edge for Thieves, but Scump, again, trying to make those plays. A couple more big kills go his way, and OpTic inside the hill, just tooth and nail, fighting for any bit of time that they can find.
Yep, Thieves now finally make the break. Can they hold on for much longer? We'll now go for a very quick Astro Gaming listen in with Los Angeles Thieves.
And top. Yeah, top.
Top on bullet.
Okay,
Top
top right now. Another channel top right. Could be low.
left.
I can't see him.
Come on,
Low left crate. I just. They're already in back. They're in spawn.
Low cubby. Cubby one hill. Envoy one shot down. Envoy one shot down. We should get P1.
Side door.
Should be back up, guys.
Side door. Two back door.
Run him one shot.
No, one back new. Back.
yeah,
Get
back
this
there.
Get this. I spawn new. Spawn back new.
Back
Coming
up, back
P4.
up.
Flash.
It's one guy new. It's only one guy new, bro.
Yeah, they
P4 already dead.
Nice. Set. Look for set out.
Holding top.
It's gonna be close. I have low right.
Flash big door.
I'm in new. He's in
Let's
new.
go P1.
Two low right.
In new Seth got me.
Low right, bro.
All good. In new Seth.
He's mid lane. Yep.
Yo, Zinni box.
I help left. They can
Yo,
hit right.
backstep.
I'm gonna flank right there.
I'm on bullet P4.
Yep. I need a time.
Wait for me.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Give me top. It's top.
We can time.
Our top.
I'm waiting.
Yo,
P1. DP1.
The top. I'm framing it.
DP1.
He's smaller, Brandon. It's
he
two
jumped
solo.
DP1. Set P1.
Mid door.
One shot time on point.
One out, guys.
And mid door Brandon.
I'll get. Work P1. Top Zinni. We gon P1 Matt P1.
I need over.
I got his trophy.
I'm holding
Hill.
top.
Yeah, that's enough. Right side hill.
I'm seeing mid door though.
Back right on this. I'm ready.
Chance it was good comms from Thieves, but OpTic, they are right back in this one.
And just for those playing at home, Zinni box would be the outer crate right next to the big door of this current hill. Just for anyone confused, that's where Thieves are actually trying to break through. You see TJ waiting for his teammates, and well, Scump's just going to take him down. OpTic, the first time they've really had any sort of lead. And again, you've seen them on this P4 spot before. They lost the spawns last time around. This time, nice and secure. Dashy just held that back rock. And well, now you got Scump posted up and new. You got his teammates trying to slay for him, but they're all going to be spawning on that back rock. This is all about these AR gunfights.
And watching the kill feed as well, I think Envoy's on a 5 spree right now. He started to just rip his way through the map, seemingly uncontested. Dashy set a 19-19 overall, crucial position to be in right now. A great nade from Temp, makes his way forward. He's going to be the opening kills. Kenny finds a trades there as well. And what do you know? It's a clean break from the Thieves. They're going to have control of fourth with 30 left on the clock. OpTic have to commit to this. They don't want to let this time get away from them. They're going to have to now break from the front.
Massive break, by the way, for the Thieves. They just bullied straight out both of the doors at the same time. And while having back rock control doesn't make too much of a difference if you're just pinned in the back. Final 15 seconds, absolutely gonna go to the Thieves. It will be a near tied game after 2 sets of rotations. And you can see OpTic, well, they're thinking long term, right? You got Envoy, it looks like he's the guy trying to roam towards ice where he's gonna fall. Formal there to pick up that section of the map, and the 2 men around the hill. Scump is the first one in, doesn't need the trades, wins his one-on-one. Now Kenny well working himself towards Zinni box, but Scump taking everybody down. OpTic, nice and pretty. Right now on P1.
Oh, here we go. 45 seconds remaining on this hard point. Third set. Jumps up first. It's going to be a 3 spree. Staying alive while he can. Thieves now swarming around him, but they're going to push this one real slow. Again, set up now for OpTic. Got one guy down by ice, watching that middle push. And it looks like Dashy there on the top sandbag position. Scump making his way through the front. 4 kills in a row. Staying alive, finessing for as long as he can. Teammates are going to get the kills. He will run out of the spree there, so no streaks for him. But at the same time, I mean, OpTic are starting to walk away with this one. It's looking real deadly. Thieves once again looking through the front side. Dashy once again finding these kills time after time. If you look, you will find him as he finds them. 10 seconds remaining on this hard point. Rotation going down chance. This could be the last one we see on this map.
Oh, and this is wonderful from Envoy and OpTic. They have all the cuts covered. There is really no lane open for the Thieves to sneak through. They get one good opportunity to try to make this break. Thieves, you got to be perfect and you got to take your time with it. One screw up here, you're going to lose the game. OpTic 25 seconds away before they hit 250.
Yep, they got to find one big push here from the Thieves. Temp now having a look around. Formal's going to find these opening kills. TJ trying to make his way through the front as well. Gets 2 kills. Temp now making his way towards the back. TJ does a lot of damage but can't quite get the full break. Spawns are still good for OpTic on the right-hand side. Thieves spawning way in the backside of Narnia. They've got a long journey even across Crossroads. Formal goes down up top. Kenny still trying to make his way forward. It's 5 seconds for the win. TJ, you got to go big. You got to get in there now. There's the kill. Finally stops the clock. But is it going to be enough? You still have members of OpTic swarming around. Formal from up high, dead before his feet even touch the ground. Tej has to hold this perfectly, and you have to make the rotation. I'd get going now. Thieves like, you got to go, boys. OpTic already lined up for the win. They need a matter of seconds to get it done. This could be it, Chance. There's not a whole lot you can do. LA Thieves have got to go. They've got to go now. Dashy. It's on him to find these kills on the inside. Envoy's got the outside covered. Tej slides forward, and Tej may have done it again. He finds a couple more. Slasher on the front side. TJ versus Formal now on the point. Can he keep the contest going? This is ring around a rosy. Formal closes it out with a pistol. And with that, OpTic take the map.
Closes it out in emphatic fashion. TJ almost the dagger towards the end to keep things spicy, but really just from that P1 to P2 rotation towards the end, I think OpTic went on an 80 or 90 point run. Once they found their stride, they just started to turn up and dominate. And that's in spite of the great comms that the Thieves had. Miles, if you remember something we talked about, it is important for Thieves to get some momentum every single time they play a map 1. If they win map 1, they win the series. There are only 2 losses on the year. Taking a loss on map 1. Exactly what we see here, so that is wonderful work from OpTic Chicago.
Yeah, we'll see if history can repeat itself for the LA Thieves fans, but oh boy, OpTic looking good there in map 1. It was even Stevens throughout most of the map there. I mean, they didn't actually have a great start. It was mostly the Thieves winning the scrap time, but once OpTic got going, once they got warmed up, things really started to look fantastic for them. And man, Envoy, time and time again, he is the guy making the difference, putting himself in those really difficult off-angle positions, cutting off the supply lines there for the Thieves, not letting them get back and on point. Here are your stats for that crossroads hard point.
Oh man, and just looking at the only players that broke the 5K damage, well, obviously all slated towards the OpTic side of things. Formal and Scump leading that charge in a hell of a game number 1. This is the first time we have seen OpTic play on Crossroads. That was a map that the Thieves were really wanting to take down and get the ball rolling, but it's just a map for OpTic that, again, will pay dividends long term.
Right, that's it. First map's done. We're now going to take a very, very quick commercial break. When we come back, more search and destroy to be had between these 2 delightful teams. This is sure to be a banger, friends. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
All right, game fuel, keys to victory now for the LA Thieves. Chance, we're going to dive straight into this one, my brother. That's what they need to do.
Well, that first point is a dagger. Again, every single series they've had where they win the first map, they win the entire thing. If they lose map 1, well, they lose this series. So they're going to try to rewrite their own little history books and see if they can make that change. But when it comes to search and destroy, you got to play the chess game, man. You got to be prepared. Shot calling is going to be the deciding factor between these teams because we've seen quite a few raids get played by both of these guys. And the same thing for Moscow on map 5. They have a ton of information. They know these players' tendencies. They have been playing against each other for years. You got to make sure you're cerebral in the moment, feeding your teammates good information on whatever plays you're trying to make.
Shout out Beth Harmon. Now it's time for our game fuel keys to victory for OpTic. Mate, what have they got to get done?
Well, I mean, frankly, just winning map 1 is honestly kind of nice for the keys to victory. Honestly, a little bit unexpected on my side of thing, but that's why I said I thought they just needed to stay patient. The map set only gets better from here. Crossroads should have been about the most struggle they're going to see. Once you go into the checkmate, they're undefeated. Raid for hardpoint, they're 2-0, and even the Moscow for game 5, OpTic has been loving that map. I will say generically for search and destroy, Formal has not been too hot. He is in the bottom 4 for S&D KDs. I think they just need to find him like a role. Like we see it on Moscow, he's the guy that just goes for that like wall hop up and feeds his team information. On a map like Raid, you need to find this man a spot, just give him a nice comfortable role and let him just do his thing while his teammates go and pop off.
We saw some interesting moves from OpTic, you know, throughout the search and destroy here in this major, but this could be it again. Those small refinements, they don't have a lot of time. I think there was a great clip on Reddit of like watching Formal on stream. Like as soon as they lost that round 11, he ran across room, checked out exactly what happened, and immediately took mental note of why that went wrong. That is what you love to see out of these pro players. That is the kind of attitude that's certainly going to be turning you into a better player than you were yesterday. Always be improving. Now we go into our search and destroy. Map number 2. Going to Raid. Home field advantage for the LA Thieves. Fans will certainly hope so, but OpTic Chicago looking to close this one out. Take a nice lead here in the series, Chance, but as you said, you got to watch out. The Wonder Kid, TJHaLy, here in Search and Destroy has been a menace. Let's see how we fare. It's going to be a 3-man hit in towards the middle of the map, towards that B-bomb site now for OpTic, Formal with a bomb in hand. And I like this. Looking to anticipate the aggression there from Thieves. Dashy perched atop the banister. And TJ, it's aggressive. It's certainly aggressive from Thieves. They're trying to take a lot of positions forward, but no one quite willing to make the play yet, Chance.
Yeah, this is purely a bait. They just showed zero information on any side of the board. BC Thieves, they get the map control. They're happy to keep it. Well, TJ, now he knows the play is over towards B. OpTic, they got the pressure. They got ring control. And frankly, Thieves, you see him stacking up for the flank. Formal has a lot of pressure on him. A couple players in front looking for the pick. Finds the first, can't take down 2, but where he falls, Envoy looking to pick up the slack.
Nice kills from Kenny there to just keep things under control for the time being. Thieves now 3v2 situation. And Formal was almost able to steal that second kill as well. That would have been truly masterful. And now as we go over to the other side of the map, it's going to be Scump and Dashy. Still eyes on the B-bomb site. They have to recover the bomb, and Thieves are very, very much aware of that. See the way they're set up around the dropped bomb. DJ now makes the read. 1v1 against Dashy, gets it done. Now it's on Scump. Technical 1v3 with 20 seconds on the clock. Quick retrieval. The King's out. But is it going to be enough, Chance? This is this checkmate? And that is it. TJ does find it. That's the first round to LA Thieves. Jesus, how long was that round?
Long enough. About maximum time. Not too shabby. TJ with the headset crank knows where to look for Scump as well. Honestly, not a bad play call by OpTic. It's unfortunate the bomb gets dropped just in the worst possible spot, and the fact that Thieves triple stacked the Zig push. And frankly, I think the biggest kill was just Kenny taking down Envoy when he tried to flank. Envoy might have been set up to get maybe 2 kills shooting some players in the back, but Kenny on top of the game, on top of, well, maybe TJ getting 3 kills. Got to tip the cap in that direction as well. Not a player you want to see get hot if you're an OpTic fan. Of course, for the Thieves, well, you've seen TJ what happens when he gets going. He can take over the game. As Thieves, again, we're going to see a lot of search like this. Just our players and teams feeling each other out, trying to play around the information. Neither team willing to commit anything, nothing too crazy so far.
I mean, we've passed 30 seconds now of no engagements. A couple of shots fired. It's a tremendous amount of respect from either side. And here we go. Kenny is opening gambit towards B. Scandinavian offense, I think it's called, Chance? I forget. It's the tags.
His defense, but sure.
The tags come through. And that's going to push Kenny back. But a lot of information gained nonetheless. Again, I don't know that Kenny's the one carrying the bomb or not. TJ, down to 29. Tagged up heavily. Nice movement. Slick feet. Keeps him in this one. 4 more on the jump up there. Just trying to make something happen. And the bomb will go down. Again, the clock is not your friend right now for LA. That's big. Kenny goes down. The clock's still ticking. The bomb did not get planted. Scump. What a first blood it really was. TJ's going to pick it up straight away. But Scump, is he going to repeat? Is Scump going to repeat the bomb? TJ manages to just slide the ankles out the way and he scurries away, the little devil. With that, bomb goes down. 40 seconds now and it's 3v3. And OpTic looking to completely overwhelm the bomb site. Simp on the tactical retreat. Trying to give the options now for his teammates to make their way forward. It's going to be Slasher in the middle of the map, watching from top stairs. And already TJ is on the hunt. He can smell blood in the water. Nom, nom, nom. Finds one more. Simp upstairs as well. Dashy managed to find a single kill, but Formal has to walk straight into the jaws of defeat. Thieves, they will find another in a row.
And for the fact that that round started out by Kenny just getting killed off bomb where his foot just poking out a little bit too far, for them to get that win, that is huge. And I will say, obviously, TJ on the flanks, perfectly well timed, but Slasher taking down Envoy again. If you're able to just kind of handle the island player from the opposing team, that is just going to be massively beneficial for you. We saw a bit of it on Checkmate yesterday. Huke just kind of had Envoy's number for a number of rounds, whether or not it was good timing or bad timing, situationally, what have you. But we've seen 2 different rounds where Envoy tries to make the play. If he gets the kill, they win the round. If he doesn't, they fall short. You can see they're reacting. No island players this time. It's just going to be Scump watching the full flank as the cross to A is in. Not a trophy. I don't know if Envoy lives there.
Well, he doesn't. Temp is going to land it. 3v4. Great way to open this one up. And again, Envoy was the bomb carrier, so that's going to slow down OpTic's push for now. You have to be thinking about this play now. If Thieves going to be making the way onto the bomb, it looks like they won't. They're going to be playing this a lot slower. So you see that number 3 slasher by back basketball looking over towards the water push through Tiki. If anyone decides to come up by the back of the day beds there, Temp's got the stairs covered. Dashy walks right into it. Not without a trade though. So good play from Dashy there. Makes it a 3v4. And coming formal now from behind. From the pillars, he and Scump, T2P, all over Tej. Stop him in his tracks. That's no streets for you. Temp's behind a rock. And the hardest of places to be right now is Slasher. 1v2 against T2P. And that is how it ends. OpTic finally get on the board.
And that is a nice win for them to get. Again, these mid-round adjustments, we've seen OpTic on point with it on Moscow. They show a little bit of the mid-round adjustments as well on Raid. The 3v4, you see the idea. Just try to swarm towards the middle of the map. You don't want to bully out the A site. You know there's going to be ARs posted in the back if you cross pool steps. Obviously, the nades came through. You know someone's middle map watching it. So just try to pick those players apart. They do it perfectly. Make sure to get those trades. And I'd say right now for OpTic, the game plan, just try to get Envoy a little bit more involved, or maybe just a personal thing for him. Make those adjustments on your own. As you can see, Thieves this time leaving that flank potentially wide open and beams, straight beams from Formal to get that first blood.
Yeah, it's a vintage Formal. It's like, I'm just going to challenge this. I'm going to go straight forward. I'm going to find the kill in and out, no problem. I think he gets it done with that one. So that's going to be a nice opening blood. Flasher trying to get some kind of rebuttal, but it's not going to be enough. And Dashy, again, feeling himself, goes back. He goes back just to get a peek, see if there's anyone making their way through mid-map. Kenny now looking to get the bomb down. Full control of the B-bomb site, I will say again, 400, well, excuse me, for LA Thieves. It's just so easy. So, oh no. Oh no. That's all you, Chance.
Not a good start.
I need a minute. Damn it. That sucks for Envoy. There shouldn't be too much of a problem on the retake. TJ, here comes the push. Bruce is going to get the kills. Slasher now trying to find the kill on Dashy. And again, watch these trades back and forth. Meanwhile, Scump going towards the bomb site. The war of two fronts right now, and OpTic are trying to make this one work out. 20 seconds to make the play forward. Slasher, he doesn't quite finish Formal. Kenny will find Scump. 2v2, 13 seconds. Is anyone able to get towards the bomb? Slasher's going to have eyes upstairs. There's the first. The kills come through, though. Formal's going to land it. There's the push from Kenny. The timing is good, but the bomb will detonate. It was back and forth there on the B bomb. Thieves just about managed to pull that one out. Envoy, oh, this is the resolve game for him now. He's 0-4, one of those being his own nade. The regain button has to be hit as hard as it possibly can right now.
I was going to say, you just need a strong bounce back round out of the kid to try to make up for that, because that is definitely a tilt-worthy moment. I will say strategically, it looked like OpTic almost took a page out of the Guerrillas book with the sort of passive plays towards B, back up, let your AR play in jungle, give up the bomb plant, and try to retake. Can't really retake if you open it up with a self-kill with the nade. Not ideal stuff, and well, maybe on the adjustment, you see Formal actually does have a trophy, so if they run the same strat as last time, this Envoy should be a little bit safer from the nades.
Kenny with a great arm, way back.
Oh, cannon.
Absolute cannon on the man. Lands the flash. Going to push those members of OpTic back. The Envoy's still going to hold fast here. Last man out. A-bomb's not going to be the push. Look out for TJ in mid. And that play down by the center of the tree, that little courtyard. Just watching the players come out of what we call zig. Completely wide open B-bomb site. It looks like Temp may have spotted a player. Yeah, here we go. Thieves are all over it.
Absolutely, yeah, he did.
Yep, he certainly saw that player. So with that, here comes the move. Waiting for reinforcements, waiting for everyone to push forward. If OpTic choose to overcommit here, they're going to run into trouble. But if they just take control of the bomb site, try and get the bomb down, that could be sweet. They're going to look to go for the fight. And Temp awkwardly prone there by the bench. Bomb's going to go down now. Envoy. The quick plant. Less than 30 on the clock. It's a good old-fashioned 4v4. Even Stevens retake. Temp with the first blood. Envoy sitting at 0-5 still. A moment of silence now.
Oh, as well, he's just waiting for his teammates to make the play. You see Dashy's getting pressured out, and he gets pressured out right into the line of Temp. That is a 3v2. Temp, though, getting flanked by Scump. Is going to even things out, but Scump, the last man alive by himself. He does have the bomb down and an AR in hand. You can see both those Thieves players, they're already on the site.
I like it, though. He doubles back. He's going to double straight back, look towards it. Scump, though, gets read by Kenny. One of the finest in 4v4, it has to be said, and that's going to be the 4th round. Plenty of time to get the defuse as well. I love the double back. He grabs the XM4, he turns around, he doesn't have to worry about kitchen. Again, even a 2v1 situation, Shots, he didn't have a lot to do, but man, Thieves making it look great on raid.
Yeah, and it seemed like Scump was just trying to figure out what the timing was going to be, maybe try to flank through mid-map and be like, well, no, it's planted for top laundry. I don't have enough time. They can already get to site. I just have to go for the chow straight away. More importantly, just a solid swarm. You see Dashy just getting smoked out straight into the line of sight for Temp. Nice little retake and even a solid setup, I would say, from the Thieves. You actually attempt playing in kitchen, looking pillars, watching the cross to B. That's how they got that information. So, pulling out the top level angles, 200 IQ stuff. As Thieves just comfortable right now in their lead.
It's that kind of thing there, man. It's a difference maker. Slasher caught full shoulder there of Scump. Will he go for the fight, though? Scump's lined up for it. Here comes the rest of the Thieves. They're going to line their way up through the back. Scump, oh, hello. Hello. I saw him. No problem, though. TJ gets completely eviscerated. Slasher still trying to find something from up top. Scump's like, you know what, dude? I might just go for the kills. I might just go for the kills and do it myself. 2 now in the back pocket for Scump. Thieves, it's a one-man defense right now. Like, they can't get past him. Finally, the angle found there. And Envoy gets on the board as well. And in the absolute nick of time, Chicago, what a round. 4-2.
And I wonder if when he peeks this, he's like, oh, that's TJ? He's definitely going to chow this. Immediately turns around for the 180, and then, of course, just makes the nice play. Nice and close reaction time on the beatdown. Scump on point, but I tell you, I think he saw the name tag and just knew straight away TJ is going to be hunting for that kill.
Oh, he's coming.
By the way, Formal, 7-3, not too shabby.
Yeah, he was on a 5 spree, I believe, or a 4, at least a 4 spree momentarily. It was when Envoy was on his 0-4. I love the, you know, the disparity. True balance here in the OpTic camp. 4-2, though. Got a little bit of a mountain to climb now. Heavy B defense for Thieves this round. But again, bad call. OpTic have overwhelmed A, and now they're going to be able to get the bomb down fast. Formal chilling by steps. Player watching the flank is going to be Scump. Runs into Temp. Bad timing. Very unfortunate. He should get a bit of information there. At least 2 players, maybe 3 now, making their way through the back. OpTic now reinforcing the backline position. Formal up first. And he peeks out any further. There it is. Dashy in the middle. Nice bit of a trade. Back and forth they go. Formal swap sides. Temp keeps his dreams alive with a big play, and that was going to be the final player. OpTic's aggressive defense chance. They were punished there.
I mean, they got punished. The worst thing is they just had no information on really where anyone from Thieves are. By the time Scump falls and can call out multiple on the flank, well, they already planted the bomb, and they plant for bedroom, which means you got to stay on that side. With all the pressure coming through from the Thieves, you can't really afford to buy your teammates too much time. You just got to take the gunfights. Nice reaction time from Temp with the snap on Dashy as well. Perfectly executed retake, and I will say again, talking about that chess game, just the strat call from the Thieves. We've seen them go with a couple defensive setups that are heftily towards the middle of the map. This time they just bully out the B site. Nobody's home. Get that full setup on the flank. Temp obviously feeling pretty good. 9-5 for the moment. Couple gunfights might be coming out mid. TJ just setting the trap, and Scump just with the gunfight though. As the kid's number, at least for now.
Ooh. The T's pre-aimed. It don't matter. It don't matter. And he threw mid. Envoy gets him as well. Them now trying to get involved. Dashy takes care of him. Slasher, who will you try to go 1 against 1 against? 1 against 1 against? Am I insane? Scump almost gets it. Give him a moment. He'll turn around and drop one on his head. 1v3 though for Slasher. And there's enough space between these OpTic players that Slasher could arguably... Oh my. He could isolate the 1v1s and make something special happen here. 40 seconds on the clock. Bomb down mid-map. OpTic have once again opted to split this. And Slasher. 2 down. 2 to go. Here it comes. Look left, look right. Envoy gets it. OpTic with the win.
Oh, baby. Things are getting a little bit spicy. Waiting for that potential slasher snap for the 1v4. But either way, beautiful round. Scump, of course, leading that charge with the first blood. Scump has been on point, but OpTic as a whole struggling for the moment. And I would say from Thieves, just the fact that they've shown so many different looks on defense. Again, they've stacked up B, pushed through their flank aggressively, stacked up mid a few times, and had a nice little spread on defense. Looks like they might be going back to more of the standard play, get TJ out towards the middle of the map, allow him to make a play if he can feel any sort of moment. Once again, OpTic, same sort of thing. You got Envoy with the bomb, thinking about getting this down towards A. Don't believe they spotted Kenny behind Tiki. At least not yet.
I mean, they've had a few rounds now where they managed to walk onto A uncontested, so again, watch out for that recency bias. They may choose to push forward, but it looks like they're still worried about it. Kenny's here. There he is. That's enough influence. You've got Scump watching the back this time, but he's learned from his previous mistakes. He's way deep in the back of garage. Like, he's not letting anyone make his way forward. Either that or his controller's unplugged. You never know. But Slasher will find that first blood. Dashy with the immediate trade on to Kenny. So now you've got a little bit more presence mid. TJ, I mean, Envoy can sniff him. There he is. He's on the left. Get him, Envoy. On the 2 spree now. Trying to turn this.
He's trapped in. He's trapped.
He's got him pinned. The pinch now working out. Who's that? Number 8. Scump. Scump's coming forward. Scump's going to be able to get... Oh no, TJ managed to just get around the corner. He's on the hunt. It's like, I can't see him. TJ's escaped. TJ's escaped! And the damage has already been dealt. He pokes right back out. There's now 15 seconds. The bomb's going to go down. Or is it? Yes, it does. The bomb goes down there at B. Dashy's going to watch A, trying to pull the attention. It's a 1v1. Envoy against TJ. He wins it. Slash is the last player left alive. He's now trapped in the middle of the map, and that 1v1 could have well and truly sealed the round. Slasher, though, do not give him the opportunity to turn this around. Now it's a 1v1 with 30 seconds. Envoy must play this perfectly. Slasher, oh my word. Slip slides right and out into that one. And Envoy with 2 magnificent kills that round. Keeps OpTic in this.
Okay, Envoy's back to even kill. He's made up for the self-made from a few rounds previous. Gets the bomb down at the B site out of nowhere. Wins the one-on-one on TJ. I think the slide gave him the audio key, helped him out just a little bit. And I will say that is maybe just poor communication coming through, where like you knew TJ was like around that spot. Scump clears it out. The only option was for him to push through Zig. And they just had no idea where TJ had gone, pulled the disappearing act, Mr. Houdini. Either way, it works out. OpTic working on that 5-2 comeback in Thieves while they're trying to close it out as everyone's stacked up towards ring.
Something about Envoy and Tej 1v1s in Search. It just sits so well. Speak of the devil, and he will make himself known to you as he finds Envoy. Formal answers back. Formal with the nice 2-piece. Scump helps him out there, and it's a trade. Still 2v2 on the bomb site. Get back over to B if you can. Scump hitting a low and slow wrap. If he gets there in time, he could catch out Slasher. Watching in the middle of the map, and he may just do that. Checks the corners. Did he see a gun barrel? He gets it done! Kenny, the last player left alive now on the bomb site with the bomb in hand. And it's Dashy and Scump. All they have to do, keep one eye on the B bomb site, one eye on their backs. And Kenny, he has a lot of time to potentially make these kills work out, but little does he know, there is a Bruce very, very close by. In his corners, it is so unfortunate. He has checked the wrong place every time. Scump's going to get the tags. And there is Bruce. And there is the round 11. OpTic pulling it back 1 round at a time. Here we go.
Momentum is everything. Scump, by the way, having just a stellar performance, whether it be first bloods, late flanks, whatever kind of play he's making. He has been on point and 10 kills to his name. But OpTic, we're down 5-2 in round count. Thieves seemingly had their number. But for OpTic, who already won the Crossroads, up 1-0 in the series, if they win this here, that will be a dagger to the Thieves. And you can see they feel that pressure. They are hurtled up on offense, waiting for OpTic to make a mistake. Maybe Scump, if they can sniff him out, he is sort of by himself towards the middle of the map, but I don't know if he's going to try to get the timing on the push. Everyone just so patient in these rounds.
And this is reminiscent of the first few rounds we saw. Again, that tremendous respect. Envoy, he's dicing with death right now. Slasher and TJ, guns up on him. There's the tags. Slasher now may be able to make something forward, but Envoy, a huge amount of information. And OpTic have taken it. 2 of them now on the rear line, making their way over towards A. And Temp has held this He has held this with nerves of steel. Still here. TJ may be able to find Scump in middle. Envoy finds the first blood. Scump now going toe-to-toe with TJ now by the center of the map. The nades are up to try to slow them down. A jump peek for the information as well. Here come the reinforcements from OpTic, trying to reposition Kenny now. Perfect pinch with Temp and TJ and Kenny. It's a nice two-piece there, 20 seconds on the clock. They have to make a play with the bomb. The 3 remaining members now, the Thieves in mid-map. Envoy makes it a 2v2. Temp now making his way to the bomb, finds a quick kill on Envoy, and that's going to be it. Dashy, last player left alive. The bomb's going to go down just in the nick of time. But Dashy making his way through the top of the staircase now. There's an opportunity to maybe catch TJ. He's going to overextend. There's a couple of tags. And now Thieves, they have to back up, as Bruce Almighty will try to win the 1v2, and surely the Thieves, they play the shoulders, they play this slow. Dashy's got his work cut out for him, Chance. This is gonna be it. Temp is never gonna let himself die in that situation as he makes his way forward, but Bruce, nerves of steel. A shot to match, maybe, slides out. There's the shots. Quick, oh my God, he's gonna jump the bomb. He could maybe do this. TJ's gonna peek it. 10 seconds still to go. There's no way he gets this done. There's no way TJ lets this slide. He can't let it happen. Oh my word, he thought he got the kill. That was a, dude, what a finish. That could have been. But just like that, we tie up the series.
That was a wickedly good try from Dashy, man. Did everything right. He threw in the shots, and it wasn't even he thought he got the kill. He was like, if I don't get it at this exact moment, I have to hop the bomb at 7.5. But again, they close it out for the Thieves, man. They almost dropped the 5-2 lead, but they get the job done. And honestly, for OpTic, that might be a round 11 that haunts them. Same as the round 11 from the checkmate they had yesterday. Just these tiny little things. If one thing goes right, I think the moment for me, it was Scump in the middle of the map. He had all the information, knew Tej was full steps, knew the other 2 were towards ring, but by the time the help came through, he already got swarmed out towards the middle of the map. And then Formal falls right along with his teammate at the same time. You lose that man advantage. Clutch as hell is TJHaLy. As well as Dashy played that situation towards the end, TJ did the exact same thing on the flip side, playing around the clock like an expert. Frankly, just a hell of a round 11.
Hell of a round 11. Hell of a search and destroy. There's your stats. Man, I cannot just begin to imagine, like, TJ's final push around the corner there, man. We saw him like hit those final few tags. It will be our US Army tactical play that final round. They played that perfectly. But honestly, Dashy did everything he possibly could, like down to the split second. His pre-aim on the player on TJ coming out from back basketball, his position of his body directly over the bomb. Here's that final round. I mean, Chance, if he lands one more bullet in that situation and kills TJ, he's there for the defuse. He's literally there on the clock. Perfect to get it. Here's your US Army tactical play. What a round 11.
And again, this is the moment, by the way. Scump's like, he spots the 2 players over towards ring. He knows TJ's pull steps. He's waiting for the help to come through. And Formal sort of slow peeks it over towards Kitchen. And then once his teammate dies, he just commits to the gunfight for the trade. But when Formal peeks out, he's got 3 players on the Thieves looking for him. And then for Dashy towards the end, well, one, he knows he's playing against TJ and Temp. He's expecting a fast flank, so he just has to sit there and go through all of this information. He has to take his time because right now on that peak, TJ gives him nothing. So he's concerned about the flank. Once he feels that that's cleared out, well, then he can make his move. And it is literally the moment TJ shows himself in the back of the map, Dashy knows the deal, clear both of these players out, and does everything so perfectly. Baits the bomb defuse to hope that Temp is going to be spam calling that out to TJ, but TJ, not falling for the bait, throws the quick little shoulder peek and knows that he can just play for time. That is S&D at its absolute finest from both of those young men. Incredible work, but obviously for Thieves to close it out, make sure the momentum doesn't get away from them. Needed that round 11, and they got it.
Now we got a series on our hands. I was worried we were going to go down 2-0 and it was going to go a little different, but there we go. What an incredible search and destroy that really was. Oh my God, this is already shaping up to be a delight. We come back after this break, friends. We got control on checkmate. Don't go anywhere. This is the Call of Duty League.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance. We offer insurance that's made for the military community to help them easily protect what they've worked hard for.
In 2020, our fans and teams wanted to see top players recognized throughout the course of the CDL season. Well, you asked and we listened. Starting this championship Sunday, we will be introducing the Player of the Stage, powered by Astro Gaming. All of your favorite CDL casters and analysts will be putting their heads together to determine the player who exhibited the skill, sportsmanship, and consistency throughout a stage in order to win this title, and we'll be announcing it after the final match. The Player of the Stage, powered by Astro. Chance, you got any early picks there, brother? Any little teasers for us? What you think?
I mean, I'll say I immediately thought of like maybe 2 or 3 different players, and then you said sportsmanship, and I was like, ooh, this kind of changes things. I need to go and check on their Twitter, see what kind of smack they've been talking, see what the deal is. But there have been quite a few standout players, but I mean, hey, we have another half of day today and tomorrow to figure out who the best team in the world currently is. So I want to see more COD action. I want to start throwing out names for the picks, because if someone pops off, even in this series, change my answer.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Almost ready, friends. The game's about to start up. I take it back. The game's loading right now. Checkmate control. Fist bumps out. Let's get it. Game 3. Here, day 4 of the major. First major of the 2021 season. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We certainly have. It's been an absolute pleasure for myself and Chance. So there's one thing you can count on. It's for us to pleasure ourselves. And now we have a checkmate control. Tied up 1-1 in this series. You know the drill. 2 zones, 30 lives per team. We'll take turns attacking and defending. Chance, let's get it.
I will say, Miles, it is incredible how well you know me. And of course, if you know me, you know what I'm thinking about for checkmate control. It is all about winning the defenses and trying to stack up that life count. Either team that's on offense, I want to see them try to set up and go for some spawn kills, try to get the advantage. And if there's ever a moment where you end up just stuck in your base, play for the kills, take your time. Winning an offensive round is not always expected. CJ through the middle of the plane gets dealt with. Dashy, a very long delayed first blood.
Yeah, real delayed first blood. Over towards A we go, though. OpTic already on the point. Envoy's looking to get that first tick. And in a brief moment, it will be done. Dashy on the outside of the planes there, just trying to maintain some pressure towards B. A little bit of a distraction play. And man, are we seeing some exciting finishes. Of course, for LA Thieves, this is a big pick. They had a nice time on this one yesterday against Toronto. Sorry guys, I know you're watching. We all saw it. See you in the next run, next stage, you'll all be okay. About a minute left on the clock. Pressure still. Both zones. Dashy with a nice long pick there. And again, chance like mid-map. You've got to be looking where the Thieves are playing this one from. TJHaLy way far forward outside the blue crate area. And that's going to be an easy kill from Scump there. Slasher watching the left flank. Oh boy, can't finish Envoy. He manages to slip through. Dashy's going to make him pay for it. Sam's going to try to make this defensive line work. And one. Nice job from LA Thieves. Plug the holes as and when they come up. Scump. Oh, finds another on a Tej. He was low when he went into that fight, and he's still low now. And A's going to push him back, mate, but 30 seconds left on the clock. Solid defense already from Thieves.
Scump's just been dishing out destruction, and at least he's stopping the clock for the moment. OpTic, in my opinion, doing a really nice job. Even when they don't have the life counter control, they are still very patient. Of course, for the actual winning of the round, only 20 seconds on the clock. It is not ideal. Envoy slides out, gets taken down. And you see Thieves, too much map presence, too much control. And for OpTic, again, not necessarily about winning this round. You just need to keep that life count close. And to their credit, completely even on the board.
Yeah, great job from Dashy. 6-3, 4-4, even Stevens for Scump. TJ and Temp, though, putting in work in the final few seconds now. And TJ actually finds another one. Oh, boy, Kenny found another one. So it may have been even, but it does look like LA Thieves managed to just pull ahead in the kill count there as they end out that first round. It's going to be hard to track that, but it is important. It's extremely important.
Oh, +4 for Thieves. We got this. Actually,
my guy.
I'll write this down. +4 right now.
Oh, that's my guy.
No problem. And again, I will say for OpTic, we saw once they got stuck, they were very patient, taking their time, formal playing around like AS&D, looking for kills, getting their teammates set up. And I'd say for Thieves, unless they dominate on the opening break, opportunity to do somewhat of the exact same thing. They got the +4 for the moment, not the ideal start. First blood coming through again for Dashy, and well, the follow-up immediate. You see TJ going to the flank to hunt him down. And TJ actually the last one left alive, but Dashy on point, getting the 3-piece with the trophy system.
It was a really nice defensive round from Thieves. Let's see what OpTic now have got. Let's go for a quick Astro Gaming listen in with OpTic.
Stairs.
Hitting stacks.
I'm playing.
No, it looks like they're
One
right
native me.
Stacks, Donnie. Dead.
I need your plane.
Plane,
One
plane,
native
plane.
guys, been over here.
Yeah, plane on me.
He's
plane
at
on me,
8,
plane on me.
he's at 8. 2
Crossing.
Plane dead.
I'm pushing.
Let's go.
Pushing him.
Really weak still.
Could be dead. Dead.
Nice.
I'm in low tube.
Yo, in tube and back tube. In tube and back tube.
Back
In tube.
What's top line?
Another guy in tube.
In tube.
I'm
You're
getting
not
right
challenging.
wing. Wing.
I have your push out.
I have
He's
top
not
line.
challenging.
Still
I don't know
there.
where he went.
He's still there.
Flashing secret.
I'm
back,
weak.
I take
I'm
top line.
playing my life.
Looking back.
Front tube Ken. Watch out, you slid away. There's 2 on me.
One's P2. One's P2.
Two
Yo,
P2, I
what
think.
side tube?
And
There's 2 P2.
in orange. I'm dead, bro.
Gonna go
In
ahead.
orange, there's
I need
two
a
hitting.
push.
Two hitting P2. Two hitting from P2.
Oh, he's on their tractor. Low thin or low
Yo,
tube.
one stack TJ.
Nade. Get nades on it.
Top lane.
Top wing.
Nice.
On A.
Chance, it was short and sweet, but OpTic, you can hear the intensity in the comms there, man. They are gunning for this one.
They're gunning for it, and they're getting at least the control, and they're going to get this defensive round win. It certainly looks like. Thieves, though, maybe making a last-ditch effort towards the point, and the stick is good, but the kills are not. They wipe out and end up throwing away maybe an extra life or two towards the end, where, again, it's a delicate balance, man. You don't need to throw away these lives to force through these offensive rounds. Like, if you're not just dominating right off the rip, or if you don't get a clear 4 down at any point, you really got to be careful about your life investment. I would say it's still about even. I know I was supposed to keep track of it. I already forgot. I think that was a +3 maybe for Chicago, so it's about even.
Yep.
Actually, hold on. We can do the math. +1 for Thieves. Yeah, it should be +1 for Thieves right now.
Oof. See if you can count along at home. Tweet us your results at the end of these rounds. We'll do what we can. I'm only kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Everyone on Thieves is even except for TJ. He's +1. So there you go.
Them long-range shots, but he's running a lot of trouble there. Scump might be able to push out and find that kill, but you've got top lane control right now for LA Thieves on the defense, and it's a lot of pressure towards A. Again, A, the zone you really want to hit first. It's difficult to take B when you've got an enemy presence at A because of that massive open angle you have to put shots in down by that point, but Dashy knows that. Nice kills. 2. That's going to be 4 in a row right for him now. Stops the clock, holds the line. He's doing the cap alone right now, but he does manage to nail the first tick. As long as he stays on this one, he's going to keep this one going. The tags to just push that player back. It was Slasher and he was in a 1v1 with now. Slasher's going to have to wait for the reinforcements, but Dashy really doing a good job here. Second tick over by A. Scump's got mid-map covered. It is a fantastic offensive opening right now from OpTic. They've managed to nail the A zone just about. If there is going to be a last push now from Thieves, it has to come very soon, and I do think we will see it go. Now the attention over towards B.
They got the pressure as well. Scump is still on the top of the plane, slaying out. And this is where you can start looking for spawn kills. Dashy knows the game. If he just stays alive and keeps these Thieves players at bay, well, instead, he's going to double back to the point. But one tick of progression at B already gone through.
Yeah, they're going to hold this position now. I mean, Dashy's still on a 5 speed. We'll stay on board with him until it ends. And again, right now, Thieves making their way forward. Dashy, what a snap that was. Number 6 comes through at the same time. 7. Howdy.
Hello.
How you doing, brother? Welcome to the party. Over towards B, you could maybe go now and just try to close out that tick, waiting for the squad to show up. Dashy is shooting hot right now. He's playing more for that map control, more for the kills than he is for the zone, and that's absolutely fine. Slash is going to make the read, though, as Dashy, maybe a little too ego there. the hubris got the best of him. But that will be the second tick at B complete. 1:45 on the clock, as you do still have presence there on the B zone for OpTic. Scump's going to hold the line down. A big old exchange and a protracted gunfight there against Kenny. As Dashy now brings his XM4 to the field, and we will see the gunfight still there for Scump. 10 and 10 overall. Beautiful work. Still on B. Chance we could see an offensive round go the way of OpTic. Envoy's now getting his body on point as well, and Thieves are nowhere to be seen. OpTic with a big offensive round win there on the second.
Oh, absolutely massive. Dashy completely pops off, and I think it was just right from the start. This is basically the opening break for the round. This is where he started the 7 spree that he goes on, and even where his teammates fall, he's there for the trades. 3 in the feed, but he gets 4 more after this, gets the point. And the most important part is they just always had pressure either in the top of the plane or out towards the spawn. We saw Formal get out all the way past A Street and set up for those spawn kills. That's how you win an offensive round. If you just try to stack up the points too early, you're going to get picked apart. If you ever go 4 down, you're going to be stuck in your base. You need to have a good break. You need to get that clearance off the rip. You need to keep it the entire time. Thieves, obviously now, the pressure.
Yep. Pressure is on. Trying to find a pressure cooker air fryer reference there. As in Tej, we know he can use it, I think. So far, so good, though. Opening break, not too bad, but they're not going to be able to capitalize on it too much as the Thieves. Simp's going to win well on the outside by A. Maybe be able to keep something alive. Oh, sorry, by B. Maybe be able to keep something alive there. Dashy on the quick drain of the B point. And once again, TJ coming out back into this one. Scump's going to be there on B alone. Nice freeze from TJ. Wide angle there is going to find him the kill. Dashy invests the cruise. Eyes are on. Does get a slash out. And he takes a trophy system as well. I mean, that's a small victory, but certainly one that you don't want to be sneezing at. Temp now the only player over there towards A. Chance, it's a very, very different looking round of control so far. It's just gunfight after gunfight. Not a whole lot of capture going. 45 seconds on the stop. The clock has stopped at this point in time.
Well, this is the moment. This is the moment for, they got the 4 down. Even on defense, or offense, excuse me. You can still push up and get a little bit of map control, but they don't push up. They lose the middle of the plane. Envoy from down low takes a player down. Maybe a missed opportunity to set up to put pressure on the spawns, but obviously Thieves, A point nearly capped, so they have a ton of time, but this is where things get annoying. You get shot in the back, you get pressured on the hill, you lose all the control you had, and you're back to square one. 35 seconds on the clock, and only 2 ticks of progression today.
Great work to drain the 8 tick, though. That goes down. Now that hard work from Thieves gone. Jump, nice food piece, keeps the top map side of the plane controlled. Immediate transition over to the bottom one. Thieves now stacking in towards B. Looks like Temp, though, managed to go all the way around on the flank. Doesn't realize there's a player behind him at the top red tower. He will definitely be able to get Dashy, and he's in. He's managed to slip through. Damage already dealt. Can Temp find any more from his position? He does. Just about to get Scump. 7 seconds on the dot. Envoy could maybe get the kill. His teammates have got to start showing up, though. There's 2 players now on the point. TJ's going to lead the front. Slasher now from behind. Oh, my no! Envoy finds the kill. That's going to be the clock going, and that could be it. I thought it was good. Former wins the gunfight up front, and just like that, with a snap of their fingers, OpTic, it's a 3-1 in control. And that is 2-1 in the series.
To the surprise of absolutely nobody, OpTic still perfect in control, making the big plays. Shouts to Envoy towards the tail end, goes on the flank to seal the deal. Nice 2-piece from him, but all the credit in the world gotta go to Dashy just for the big plays on offense, the 7 spree, the streaks that he's able to get. Nice and confident in control is OpTic. Clean and easy for Envoy. A sip of that energy drink to gear up for map 4, but again, this is what we said towards the top for the keys to victory. This is a map set that sort of favors OpTic. The longer it goes on, the control is always a map that they can rely on. Got the job done there.
Well, now we go to a hard point. This is match point for OpTic. Quick look at the stats. Checkmate was a good one. Relatively even across the board for almost everyone there on OpTic. Scump with the lowest damage, but by far, very, very important kills. Saw some big ones there. LA Thieves, they've got to be kicking themselves. Again, that's the way control works. It's one mistake at a time and really cost you big. OpTic saw the opportunity, saw the window just as Thieves did. Chance, go to a hard point now, my friend.
Going to hard point on raid, and that's OpTic's map pick. This is the map that they wanted to see outside of what the Thieves banned away from them. So again, even that map one that OpTic got on Crossroads, that's what Thieves wanted to have. They did not get it, Miles.
They did not. Right, this series could be coming to an exciting close. We still have another hard point to throw at them, and if Thieves can get it done, we go all the way to that search and destroy when we come back. Hard point here. It's LA Thieves. It's OpTic. It's all good, baby. It's the Call of Duty League. Raid Hardpoint is just around the corner, friends. We are back here in the Call of Duty League again. LA Thieves going up against OpTic. We have a lot of fun still to have today. Don't forget, look right down there, earn a free CDL team pack this weekend if you want to eat your drip on with any purchase of game fuel at gamefuel.com/CDL. Get over there, friends. It's going to be sweet. I've got all the team packs. I'm dripping on the reg in game, baby. See me in league play. I'm rocking all the weapon charms. I managed to link my account. I got the little money dollar bill thing. You name it, baby. You got to flex on everyone. Always be flexing. That's not a key to victory, but it may as well be. Raid Hardpoint coming up next chance. And dude, I'm telling you, man, just for the poetry, for the pure poetry of all of it, to give this series the recognition and put it smack bang in the history books. Take us to that, Moscow. Take it to us. Before we get to that, though, this is what the first Hardpoint looked like. This was game one from OpTic's POV. They're on Crossroads, Johns.
And look, I think OpTic, you know, maybe to a certain extent, kind of pulled a fast one on the Thieves. The first time they played Crossroads all year, because I think they've been banning it out for themselves. They let open in the series, and I think Thieves saw that as an opportunity. They're like, hey, this is our moment. We can play them on this map. And then they got beat. Now we go to a raid, and this is exactly the map that OpTic is going to want to see. They are 2-0 on this map, and on the flip side for Thieves, 0-1. This is not even a map that they have played a ton. They have only played it in the Major. OpTic, obviously, got to be feeling confident. Even for the Moscow Game 5, they know in the back pocket is a map they are not too shabby at. So I would imagine for them, as happy as could be, looking to close things out in 4.
I just feel like for Call of Duty fans across the planet right now, man, go to that Game 5. Give us the true showdown on Moscow in the rain. Two teams good at that map. Thieves with the perfect play, OpTic with the current form. Like, it'd be perfect, man. It'd be perfect. Why don't they let us, like, rig this so that we can just, just write a script. I say this almost every event. Anyway, raid. This should be a fun one. Again, you called it, mate. OpTic 2-0 on this one. Thieves 0-1, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. Here we go. OpTic looking to advance, looking to seal the deal here on LA. What a place to get it done. Formal right off the rip. Nice couple of tags. Immediate backpedal there as the Thieves will swarm the point chance, and it's a slow but steady opening break.
Nicely done, though, by the Thieves. You get Temp actually putting a lot of pressure on it. If not for the team nade, he might have been able to let that run just a little bit. And for OpTic, interesting decision. Do you want to go for the flank and try to get the spawns, or you try to fight for this 30 seconds? This is a ton of time to just give away. That's why you got Envoy set up for new while the rest of the team tries to make this break. Thormal gets cut down, but the trades are through, and you got the wipe from Thieves. Envoy gets spotted on the flank, but at least job well done. He gets his team the spawns. But for Thieves, maybe not too upset about the fact, because they just got a massive amount of time on P1.
Yeah, great start here. Now with Thieves, this is it. Last chance in the series. There's desperation in game and desperation in the kill feed, but wonderful hear it in their voices. And it's time for an Astro Gaming listen in with the LA Thieves.
Take your time.
Take
Take your time.
we got back tree and we got close steps on
You push out water stairs, sorry.
I'm gonna wrap, yeah.
Both rapping, okay. I'm gonna go to
Okay. Go. You help me.
water stairs on me, water stairs on me.
I'll look your water stairs.
I don't see anything front.
I'll
Shoulder
water
and pillar.
stairs.
You just shoulder and pillar.
Your water stairs. Water stairs not peeking.
Tree.
Water
Water
stairs.
stairs. Water stairs. One shot on boy.
Water stairs.
Nice.
Tree
Tree
dead.
dead.
Nice.
Wait.
One shot. And the hill. Back down.
Challenge.
Nice.
Nice. Stay on the back. Maybe
Give
you want
me
to
money.
get
Give me
money.
money.
I'm gonna try your money.
Take my money. In the hill, weak as fuck. On the pillar.
Boy, one shot close.
He's laying up on the pillar.
Got one.
Okay, play kills. Nice.
Make a push. In the back.
Okay, that's one kind of close. I'm gonna help you in this one.
Last two on the time.
Yep. I'm challenging. Challenge further. Be water.
Pick up. No, should be left.
Keep you
left.
On the hill.
One shot time. Alright, stay up.
Alright, 2-0. 3. They're hitting out the front. 3. Now they got. We
I'm
spawn
back
back.
on.
Just stay low. Yep.
Yep. They're in the spawn ring.
Almost
in rolled. Close hard spawn. Stay up.
Okay.
Yeah,
ring
up.
Yeah.
One's front kitchen. One's front kitchen.
I hear
for front kitchen.
We're done.
Nice. Just stay up.
Dead.
Nice. That's two. They're gonna spawn AC.
Yeah, AC.
Stay up.
Alright, double lambo. One shot. Double lambo.
Gonna cut this.
AC.
Front door. One shot. I'm gonna it.
And yellow.
They should be spawning out.
NR set.
I'll
He's
see
in the
him.
bottom stairs. Bottom stairs. Yeah. Bottom stairs dead. Nice shit.
Crisis comms chance. OpTic are right back into this one, but Thieves still sounding good. What a great break that was, man. It's non-stop. This is such a great series.
I mean, dude, that was 2 money hills back to back where they are just taking their time, being patient, making big plays. And you even had Slasher in the comms. He just knew. He's like, we have the setup. They're going to spawn out. Right after they got those kills, they had enough of the map spread. So they are on point with the breaks. I think maybe if you get TJ to stop nading his teammates, these will be in a much better spot. But round 3, here we go. OpTic are going to be the first to the hill. The question is, how long can they hold on for? They're looking for the full 60. You can see Dashy actually doing the smart thing. You don't want to take any gunfights until there's about less than 5 seconds on the old hill. That way you don't spawn out. Thieves right now, 2 through kitchen, 1 on the full flank, and they're waiting for TJ to group up. They're patient on these breaks. They're successful every time.
Got a hard point in the hands of OpTic for now. From Tiki, they're getting the work done. Temp, 3 kills, 4 kills, full feed there for OpTic. That's all down for Thieves. They're going to be spawning central map, basically. They're going to be back into the gunfights quite quickly, but Dashy with the quick reads. This is a great setup right now for OpTic. Able to get a massive amount of time here. Dashy reads the second player. That nade will get him done. TJ finally throws one in the right direction, and that kill gets it sealed. Now you got money opening. Scump's going to come from behind. You do have some pressure now on the hard point. It may only be TJ, but it's still something. And that OpTic, though, they respond fantastically. Chance, final 20 seconds. They're over 100 points. You love to see it.
On that hill, that's just the dream scenario. You get that clean 4 down 20 seconds into it. You're like, oh, we just set up, do the exact same thing again. Don't have to change a thing. And now the pressure in towards new. Envoy flying forward and Formal there for the trades. OpTic maybe the earliest presence towards the hill and Formal picking up kills. He just got 3 inside the point. Man's on a 6 spree. H4F certainly, and his teammates are going to be rallying behind him. 1 more kill, he gets that artillery.
Yeah, he's going to find a little couple of points there, maybe from the trophy system. Who knows? Like at this point, the kill comes through, and that's going to be that. That's going to be the artillery. 1 more kill will net him the cruise missile, and TJ, will he be bold enough to gift it to him? Not what you want to be seeing right now. 140 and climbing. Formal at the helm there in the hard point, finding the kill. Slash is going to have to challenge for this one, and great timing there from LA. Not going to let it happen. Kenny and Slasher pick up 2. It's a break with about 30 seconds remaining. This is a good look for Thieves. They are in a bit of a tricky situation. If Temp can clear out one of these flanks, which he can't, now the pinch is on. OpTic have still got another chance to maybe break this one. Kills coming through on the defense. Nice bit of work from Slasher. Finally, Formal made a tough stuff. Will eventually go down. Rotation's underway, then we do have a good look already chance for OpTic.
Look for OpTic, and while pressure was on Scump, he gets dealt with. He gets double teamed and taken down. At least laundry side control right now for Thieves on the point is going to be OpTic Gaming. 30-point lead for the moment. Really just kills getting traded back and forth. Envoy trying to finesse just a little bit around the van. Temp, though, there for it. You got a straight 50-50. This is going to be about a 3-on-3 inside the hill, and Scump, well, you saw what Envoy did last time. He gets inside a kitchen and flip those spawns. Looks like Scump not making the move yet, but frankly, now that his team's starting to get the kills, he might be able to make a play, and even then, good enough. The positioning's there. Thieves start to spawn out. The hill time for OpTic. Lead still in their hands by 40. And they are putting themselves in a fantastic position to end this series.
Yeah, TJ's trying to hit the flank now and just deal some damage. These players making their way across map. Go towards kitchen, but TJ, nice spot to be in. Envoy's going to take a nade, no problem. Kenny from front kitchen. He'll be able to get Envoy as well. He stuck out a lot of body there with 70 HP remaining. That was a bold one, but he does have a lot of teammates in position to help him make this play. Final few moments go the way of OpTic. Entirety of the Thieves roster now lined up inside kitchen, looking to make this happen. A couple of them go down. Those kills are huge, though, on the rotation. Temp now, the last player left outside of the player in the hard point. Got to see the reinforcements from Thieves get there ASAP. And it's a pinch. 1 player come through mid. You got players at the back end as well. Formal wins another big gunfight. Now it comes down to TJ, but they're already inside. Envoy's already made his way forward, and it's a solid defensive hold from Thieves. But man, there is certainly sweat across the brows of those foreheads.
And then that gets dealt with. The sweat is certainly brewing, but this is a very nice hold right now on kitchen for the Thieves. And OpTic, they're taking 1 more crack, but if you're not careful, you might start to spawn in the back once you fall. It sort of depends on the positioning. Luckily for OpTic, Thieves spawn in the back. They get the break. They keep the lead, and they make this scrappy. Now for Thieves, it's about the foot race. You are never going to win. OpTic is going to be set up for new, and they don't have any streaks, I don't believe, to break with. Formal still has the artillery in the back pocket. OpTic Gaming right now, just in the best spot possible. Maybe that 1 player takes a gunfight and ends up spawning out. Depends on if he holds his kill cam. But nope, good to go. 4-man setup to garage. 40-point lead for OpTic. Thieves, you get 1 good crack at it.
It's 1 solid crack now for LA Thieves before this game becomes incredibly difficult to pull back. Slasher, opening kills. TJ makes his way forward. It's the mighty Dashy who will fall. Scump there to his right-hand side, picks up the pieces where he fell. Envoy wins a tremendous gunfight at range, and that could well and truly be it. Dashy now pushing the front lines forward, starting to find the damage all across the map as Thieves. They're spawning out a little bit, but now you've got 3 more of them making their way forward. Kenny wins a big one. Envoy now in the hill alone. Scump's watching the right-hand side flank, now able to make his way across. Temp makes the read, brings him down as well. Still with a contest, it's on Envoy, and he wins that one as well. Slasher, Temp, TJ, They are doing everything they can now to push this one forward. Kenny has got to make his way across map. Final 10 seconds go the way of the Thieves' chance. But over we go now to basketball, and OpTic have got it completely locked down.
And you see Thieves, though, they just abandoned so much time because they know that this rotation is everything. Formal has streaks. He might call the artillery in right now. And if you're not inside, you are going to fall. And, well, you got to flood the point as well. Formal gets 2 with the streak. Envoy flanks out, gets the 4. Dashy cleans them all out. Job well done. OpTic gonna get the 3-1 victory. Thieves spawn too far away.
And that's it. In one day, all of Los Angeles fell here in the Major. What a run from Chicago. You cannot be disappointed whatsoever. The fans across the planet rejoicing. There's silent fist bumps in places where noise should not be made. There in the Hex quarters, the deafening roar of "Let's go, baby." OpTic, what a day they've had.
What a day they've had, and they have just set themselves up for the tournament as well. Talk about momentum. It can be tough to bounce back from a Game 5 Round 11 loss. They respond just in the best way possible. Even after losing the search, I thought that's where things might start to get dicey. Maybe a collapse can start to set in, but instead, just pure and utter dominance from then out. Every single player on OpTic performing at their best. Big plays the whole way around, and frankly for Formal, even that moment where he was inside that final hard point, picking up all the kills inside the courtyard by himself. Don't know how he pulled it off, but big plays from him. You had Dashy going off in the control, Scump was popping off in the surge. A team effort for sure. I say OpTic have definitely set themselves up for tomorrow. Actually, no, today. They got to play again.
Oh, yeah. They got to play in New York later today, man. Like, we're not out of the woods yet. And that's a wonderful thing. I think you touched upon this before, and we were talking about it again. I think Study was there as well, talking about it in the green room. Quick stats, boys and girls, you know the drill. But for OpTic now to have played these incredibly tough respawn games, you're already warmed up. So are New York. New York are going to go into this next series as well, hot as hell. That series is going to be a bloodbath. 2 teams are already on fire. Let's see what they can bring. But for Thieves, I mean, I think this is the beginning of a long and very wonderful rivalry here in the CDL. OpTic versus Thieves, surely something we're going to be screaming about for many, many years to come, Chance, and I can't wait. But boy, what a series that was, my friend. I mean, dude, for you now, like, I don't want to go too far forward into OpTic versus NYSL, but like, any major takeaways there from what you saw out of OpTic?
Well, I would say actually the biggest thing now that like I realize they have to play almost immediately, it's just the fact that that was like a fairly comfortable win. Dominant performance, like yes, the search and destroy is a tough loss, but the respawns weren't like mentally draining at all. I don't think they're going to be exhausted. I think this is like tournament time. Like they are ready to get that grind going through. So they're going to be ready for that next series. And of course, on the flip side for NYSL, the exact same thing can be said. They had a maybe tougher first match against the Guerrillas, but they've had all that time to recoup. They got to sit there and watch the plays happen for OpTic, so they're going to be geared up and ready to go as well.
Well, our scuff play of the game, it is going to be that final push from LA to break Garage. But again, all the best hard work in the world is still not going to seal you the win here. Chance, these final dying moments were incredible there from LAG, but just wasn't their day. LAT, sorry.
Whichever it's going to be. I would say, honestly, maybe that break is a pretty big moment. Just for the fact that you strip away the time, right? If you give away those final 20 seconds of scrap, you go into the hill, or into this new hill, basically with a tied game. Instead, you get a 40-point lead, you get all this early time. And I will say, credit to Thieves, man. They had to break so many of these hills. They were never able to quite get those rotations. And they were able to fight and make it difficult, but then the artillery comes in towards the end. OpTic just put themselves in too good of a position to ever let this game slip.
Brilliant stuff. Quick look at the bracket so far. Again, we are looking at our final 4. Subliners, OpTic, Empire, FaZe. Now we will decide who advances into that elimination finals. Of course, we have that winners finals. First thing tomorrow, Empire versus FaZe. Sure to be an absolute banger. But again, Subliners, OpTic coming up next. With 3-1. An LA team, what will they do against each other now? It was truly the collapse of Los Angeles here in the CDL. But that's it for myself and Chance here in this series. Coming up next, it is going to be Lottie and the boys on the desk going to be breaking that one down and getting you all excited for the next one. Don't go anywhere, friends. CDL's far from done today. Get a drink though, do hydrate. The Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Mighty keeps it going.
Normal, looking fantastic.
Envoy slaying his way through. Scump from up high, the king.
I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational.
Really starting to run that score up.
I'm gonna make it back, I'm gonna make it back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming are back. Chicago are a force to be reckoned with.
Hello folks, here is our updated US Army schedule because things have been happening in the teams going home. We've got one more to go, but we did just see OpTic take down LA Thieves and they will now move on and progress through the major. Hey, we've got 4 teams left waiting in the wings to find out who is going to reach that bigger verdict. And of course, the verdict being the prize pool that is also involved here in the major.
That's unbelievable.
Boys, look at this. That, you know, that match, guys, was an $80,000 game. Dude, that kind of pressure, that's taking wages to a whole new level. I mean, I've got to tell you, that was ridiculous. So gorgeous amount of money up for grabs here across the board. And I'll tell you what, I think pride probably means a little bit more to these lads playing in this major because obviously it's the first one of the season. There's so much on the line here. And I'll tell you what, we've got to break down what we just saw. OpTic versus LA Thieves. I've got to ask you, Nameless, because that S&D has been something we've talked about now for the past couple of weeks when it comes to OpTic, and we have seen major improvements, but I'm sure you've got a few things to pick on when it comes down to the S&D. What can they do to be a bit better? What did you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, they did bring it back, right? So there's something great to be said there. And first of all, I got to say, that was the best series I've seen OpTic play throughout this year. Just what they did on every single map that they won, a different player stood out for me and just did their job. I mean, it really looks like this team is gelling everywhere, but particularly in the Search and Destroy, there's a few situations that they can pounce on a bit quicker. You see they have Envoy playing the island sometimes. I don't think he should be playing the island. I think they should rethink their adjustments a little bit earlier into the map and maybe make them faster, but they did claw their way back into that one. So, I mean, they had a great opportunity. I just see them winning maps a lot easier in the future.
Yeah, and to go on with what Nameless just said, watching them in those hard points, that was what we expect out of OpTic, especially a player like Scump. He had 30 kills on the first map, 25 on the second, right next to Formal, but he just steps up so big for this team. And the reason why is because the way that Envoy plays, he's usually that sneaky sub player that's going to go around, play for the spawns, make the correct play. So Scump, he's taking that role where he's the first one in, has to slide in, and just try to put bullets into everyone. And so far in those hard points today, he's really showing up.
They have been looking so good across the board, each individual player. And I'll tell you what, although we do try and talk about some of the mistakes they might be making, let's talk about control. Hey, I've made it on the Astro social soundboard. I am gassed. Obviously, 8-0 in control right now. OpTic doing the most when it comes to that respawn, and really it is like the love child of S&D and Hardpoint. But I mean, I've got to say they've got that down to a fine art, and I'm extremely impressed with what I've seen so far from them. Let's see if they can keep it up. How far do you reckon, guys, they might go this season being untouched on control? I want to know in the chat, so let us know on YouTube, guys. But I tell you what though, Chicago now face New York Subliners, and obviously while we're giving them a break, it's only right to talk about what we think of this matchup. Nameless, I mean, it's be a really interesting ride. What do you make of these two teams heading up against each other?
Sure. I mean, last time they matched up, it was not pretty for New York whatsoever. If you think about New York's team, who has to play big for this squad? It has to be Diamondcon, it has to be Clay. We see versus, you know, Dashy and Formal, and those are the two guys that were streaking against them. So they have to step up this time around. In the series after that, they bounced back. Diamondcon and Clay have bounced back, and they played great. Diamondcon, to me, has been like an amateur player coming into the pro scene, like the rookie that's been frying the most. And at first, I was like, it's going to be Neptune. Well, Diamondcon's making a good case for it, but can he do it in the big-time match against some of the best ARs in the game? Like, that's the question that we all have. Can he bounce back right now?
Yeah, and to go on with what Nameless said, if you're NYSL, you're coming off of a match, but not as fast as OpTic just did. They just finished their match. You're going to get at least a 10-15 minute break, but you have to get right back into the action. So you see the players that really have stepped up today for the NYSL. Mack, he's been having an unbelievable day so far. He's going to have to continue that performance, especially versus an unbelievable OpTic team right now who haven't lost a respawn all day. So that's where it's going to be. If they can keep up with the pace, because last time Clayster and Diamondcon both had a 0.7 versus Dashy and Formal, and you cannot do that this time around.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago, New York, very even S&D performances in terms of stat-wise across the board. Then we got Chicago, obviously the kings of control, and then New York at a humble 4-3 ratio to win. And then we've got Hardpoint. Both teams looking pretty good, but like you said, Nameless, like you said, Study, we need some individual players to go big. We need Diamondcon to keep stepping it up. And really for OpTic, keep slaying out. Put that pressure on New York like you know you can, because we need those respawns to come in clutch. I tell you what though, guys. We need to pick a winner. It's about time we head on to that kind of verdict. I know it's a lot of pressure, but someone's going home, and I want to know out of both of you who it's going to be. So I'll start with you, Nameless. Who are you picking to win this match?
Yeah, it was tough for me, but I'm going to pick OpTic. Every single player had their moments in that series. 4 more on that map, number 4. On map number 1, you had Dashy. You just had different players taking over, which means they're all on point right now. Scump even going off, so going OpTic.
Study, is it New York till you die?
Till I die, baby. I'm not being biased or anything because I'm from New York, but I'm going New York. I love the underdog story. I'm excited to see what they're able to bring around this time, because last time they got smoked 3-0. It's got to be totally different if they want to have a chance.
Avoid checkmate, right, Jay? Like,
avoid checkmate at all costs. All costs.
Avoid it. We can't be seeing that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to head with OpTic as well. I picked them to win the entire major. I've got to stick to my guns on that one. I think they're going to do it. This momentum might pull them through, but I tell you what, I'm going to pull you guys to a break right now, because when we come back, we have our final match of the day. Someone's going home. Who is it going to be? We'll find out right after this. See you in a few.
They say credit belongs to the man in the arena who spends himself in a worthy cause. The glory is reserved for the few who, no matter what, answer the call to enter the arena. It echoes out, reverberating across the globe. It only acts to reach the bold, never the timid. The call delivers victory to the deserving and rewards the devoted. For when your time comes, there is only one option. Enter the arena. Fight for the call.
We're playing for top 3 here in the Major. It's the final match of the day. It's the New York Subliners going up against Chicago OpTic, and this one is going to be a banger. Both teams have already played today, and both of them are looking absolutely freakishly hot. I don't know what that noise was, but we'll work on that one. Chance, mate, let's just do this. Let's get into this one, brother. We're playing for top 3 right now.
Dude, top 3, it is going to be a good time. Like, both of these teams were preparing for each other yesterday. I'm sure they mapped everything out.